Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Jen here. I am so happy to be sharing with you guys all of my favorites, some do's and don'ts for your first trimester, some things that you should or shouldn't buy. Now as far as your don'ts, I don't have that many that I would tell you to not buy, but here are a few things because I didn't buy many things for my first trimester, but I know as my second trimester comes and my third trimester comes, I know I'll buy a few more things for myself, and I will be sharing those today with you guys, so keep watching. So as I mentioned, I will be sharing some of my things that I loved buying and that have been working for me, and hopefully they work for you. However, this is all, every woman is different when they're pregnant. Some of these things I actually found on Pinterest of some of the things I'm gonna say to not buy, and they recommended to highly buy it, but it didn't work for me. So every woman and every body is different. So these are just some of my opinions as far as some of the things that worked for me and some of the things that didn't work for me. A lot of women will actually say, this is the biggest thing about pregnancy and stretch marks. And a lot of women say that it's genetics, and I don't want to really believe that because my doctor was the one that recommended certain things to me and to lather up and things like that. If you were genetics, like my mom had stretch marks, she got very little of them. If they were genetic, I would think automatically, well, why even lather up if I'm gonna get stretch marks because it's genetics? So I would rather be precautious of it, and everything that I did, if it prevented it, great, and if it just so happened that it happened, then it happened. But some of the things that I wanted to recommend are the lotions that I've been using to lather up. So one of my favorites has been this lotion here. And it's by Shea Moisture, and this is 100% virgin coconut oil daily hydration body lotion with coconut milk and Acacia Senegal. I don't know how to say that. I do only use cruelty-free products, and I try to go as natural as possible, and I've been like that since before I was pregnant, just because I want to be mindful of everything I put on my body and what I eat. But this is a family-owned operated, it's a fair trade. The fair trade pretty much is the people that make these items, they're getting paid fair wages. It's cruelty-free, ethically traded, and certified corporation. I don't know what that means. I love the smell of this, and I love Shea Moisture. This is actually not that expensive. I bought it at Target for $9.99, and I've been loving it. I just put this all over my body. The days that I am more of in a hurry, I'll just put this all over my belly and my breasts and all of that. And then I recently bought this Burt's Bees Mama Bee Belly Butter, and this is pretty much very, like, the scent is very it's very mild, and that's one of the things that I love. I don't like overpowering things. I actually had this lotion that a friend gifted me, and unfortunately because of the smell of it, I couldn't stand the smell of it, so I kind of had to buy something else. But I've been lathering up ever since I found out, because it is true, you know, when your skin is dry, it gets itchy, obviously, and so if you're just lathered up at all times, it could prevent stretch marks. So even if it's some coconut oil body lotion, or if you're specifically getting something for your belly, I would highly suggest for you to get something. I first started off just with some cocoa butter, regular lotion, and I did that for my first weeks because my belly wasn't growing, but I was still making sure that I was moisturizing. As far as my belly, it has not been itching, and my breasts have not been itching, and I could only assume that it's because I've been lathering up every single day. Another thing that I recommend as your belly starts growing, you're gonna need one of these, and what it is almost like a button extender. Pretty much my belly started feeling a little bit uncomfortable at like 10 to 12 weeks. My pants started feeling a little bit more tight, and I wanted to feel comfortable, but I wasn't like big enough to like start buying maternity pants. So I ended up buying one of these on Amazon, and it actually so happened that it came with one of these belly bands. And I actually just started using this as opposed to this. When I was in my first few weeks, I was using this for the longest time, and now I'm still able to use my regular pants, but I don't button them. I fold them down, and then this is able to cover that up, and I'm still able to use, for the most part, a few of my pants. So I highly suggest these things. Another thing is, don't buy these things at like maternity stores. This is gonna be so expensive at maternity stores. I remember when I had just found out, I decided I wanted to go to one of the maternity stores, and they were selling one of these for like 40 bucks. And my husband was like, oh, if you want it, you can get it. And I'm like, no, I don't think I need that right now. And of course I didn't. Luckily, I got this on Amazon. I'll actually try to link it down below so that you guys can see similar sellers or that same seller if they still have it. But I think this was like, for the two of them, it was about 12 bucks. So it was very inexpensive. And obviously it's done the job. Another thing I did buy that I highly recommend are what I was just talking about, pretty much maternity leggings. And I will be completely honest, I am not a leggings kind of person. I would rather wear jeans. I'm a jeans girl all day, every day. However, having a belly, it's a little bit uncomfortable to wear jeans, especially if they're not maternity jeans. I'm getting sick again, but I'm trying to fight it off. So as I mentioned, I would recommend maternity leggings. I specifically recommend maternity leggings just because I can see regular leggings being a little bit uncomfortable as your belly grows, and this is gonna grow with you. So I decided I would invest in one pair of leggings, and I can wear these throughout my whole pregnancy. And I bought these a little bit early, so when I bought these still fit me very wonky. They did not fit me for the longest time. The other unfortunate part is these are an extra small and they fit me huge. And it's unfortunate for more petite women that they don't really make a lot of maternity clothes for us. So it's been really hard to shop because of that. And because of that, I've had to rely on my own jeans for the most part. I actually did end up going to Ross, and I found one pair of jeans that were maternity, and they were on clearance, so I got them for $10. So I would definitely go and shop and look around, go to Ross, go to like your local discount stores and see if they have maternity clothes, because I bought these at the motherhood maternity store at the mall, and these were on clearance for like $30. That is not a clearance for me. Like, for leggings, you shouldn't have to pay more than $15 max. Like, that's a lot for me for leggings, because it's not really like it requires much. Now, some of the don'ts that I have are just a few, as I mentioned, and one of them being these preggy pop drops. Some women swear by these. I hated them after seeing. I was so excited. I got these actually when I was 8 weeks pregnant. I was already feeling nauseous. Then I looked at the ingredients, and the ingredients are dried cane syrup, corn syrup, citric acid, natural flavors. This sounds like sugar to me. Like, all it has is cane syrup and corn syrup. To me, this is not gonna help me. and to me this was just like any other candy. It did not help me, and this was I think about 10 bucks. I had a few and I put some in my purses. The only reason why this is like close to empty is because I literally put these like in my lunch bags and in my purses and things like that, and in my backpack, and I never even ate them. I had a few of them, and this was literally like having candy. I didn't like it. Another thing is this morning sickness, this pink stork tea. If you like tea and you want to drink this because you want to drink it for the flavor, this one's blood orange nausea tea. You definitely do that. For the taste, it doesn't hurt, but it didn't help. So if you love tea and you want to drink tea, go for it. My biggest thing is I've been drinking a lot of water, and that's pretty much what I've been resorting to. If I'm not drinking water, I'm drinking coconut water. So for the most part, I've only been drinking water because that's all I feel like drinking. So I haven't really been in the mood for a lot of like teas and a lot of those things. I'm normally a tea person. I love tea. I could have tea, cold tea, hot tea, any type of tea. I love tea. And I really thought I was going to be a big fan of this, and I wasn't. I do like this brand though. I actually had they make some lactation tea as well. Now whether that works or not, I'm not exactly sure, but I will give it a try, because if I'm having trouble lactating, then I will definitely look for anything around there. But those are just two of my things that didn't work. I didn't find a lot of things that didn't work. Another thing that I recommend having, going back to the must-haves, is a bottle of water. I drink so much water. I sometimes have to take like two bottle waters. So what I do is, or even if you drink more water than I do, because I'm really bad at that, definitely get yourself a bigger bottle. But I definitely recommend an insulated water bottle, especially if you're pregnant or you're going to be pregnant throughout the summer. You definitely want to have some nice cold water so that you stay hydrated. So those were some of my favorites and not so favorite items. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what has worked for you if you're pregnant, or if you were pregnant, let me know what worked for you in your first trimester when you were feeling nauseous or when your belly was growing. I would love to know. And if you were pregnant in the past, if you want to suggest some of the things that worked for you in your second trimester, please be sure to leave that in the comment box below. I would love to know for future reference. At this moment, I have not purchased anything else, but I'm planning to purchase a few shirts, and as I mentioned, I want to purchase those at Ross. So maybe within the next few days I will be going to Ross, and if I do that, I will definitely do a maternity haul and share that with you guys, all of the things that I have bought. I will definitely include that. If you guys want to see that, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you want to see that maternity haul / try on, I would be more than happy to do one of those for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!